Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now the first career carry for the Penn State star Miles Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now this matchup, an important one for week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936. 168 meetings overall. And the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 58 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Now 2 years in the making, Darius Geis's first NFL carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll run with Geis.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
He was
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now back to throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Right back to Sanders on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 24 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, pardon me, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football. Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got it. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
2nd and 1. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
53. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike.
On 3rd down. Gibson, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, Washington.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and get it with Geis. And that one going nowhere off from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They'll run for it. Geis, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Darius Geis denied, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
We got 25 to Mike. Now watch one.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the 1st sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
This will be fielded at the 17. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Mike 56. Danny.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 32 that time. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
The Sanders has got it complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Here's 2nd and 8, and that's complete to Gates. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back to throw here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You got nothing to that.
They'll look to throw here. This is brought in by Gibson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Complete to number 42. It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Push him back. Big gap, big gap, big gap. Check
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Derek Barnett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check 52. Okay.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Kerrigan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Pull it together.
2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Redskins.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Second and 15. Gates with a grab. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Back to throw. And an alley to run. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come out in the pistol. The defense gets them the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. He was going for Gates, his tight end that time. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right?
As Sanders has it poked free, and the Redskins scoop it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instant,
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They stay on the ground. Geis again. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it.
It's a gain of 4.
Third down, here's Geis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
57's the mic. 57.
2nd and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now back to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Redskins.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on first down. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that person
will tell you that's extra intensity.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Mike. I got wide. I got wide. Set up.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Ginn has it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Keep it up, guys. Go. Line 36. Line 36. Shoot. Ready. Set up. On deck.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Philadelphia, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire